Hi, bonjour, we're back. We will reconvene the meeting at 11:25. Next up, we have our signature requests. So first off, we have is here is, good morning, Maria. This is a request for, and I know this is a contract with our renewable energies guy contract, and I think we're going to look at this, bring this back next week. I take it, Lori?
I would request that. I haven't had a chance to review it yet.
Okay, we'll bring this back. We'll bring this next week.
Yeah, but you're gonna take a look at the invoice?
Yeah, so, Chairman and Secretary Treasurer Roy, my recommendation would be to, pay the invoice all the way up until the end of the contract and then do a contract review and bring it back at our next RBC meeting.
Yep, thank you. All right, next up is Lenny Fine Legal. This one is
It's business license renewal for Starmore.
okay. Motion by Alan, second by Kathy, all in favor? Motion carries.
Next one is a business license renewal for Lagoon Construction.
Motion by Kathy, second by Annie, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next one is a LLC renewal for Two Feathers Construction.
Motion by Alan, second by Annie, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Ken Bakken Transit, this is a policy, what is it now?
This is the Title VI non-discrimination policy that's required by the Federal Transit Authority for the Transit Department. It's required to be approved every 2 years.
Motion by Alan, second by Annie, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up is Michael Bowman, WeDOT. This is a proposed interior.
It's a seismic study, actually, that needs to be done for road construction purposes.
Motion by Kathy, second by Annie, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up is Scott Almond Finance. This is to,
This is for the housing tax credit projects that are done. These are resolutions for disbursement of funds that we need to do every year.
Yeah.
motion by Alan, second by Annie, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one, Len, is the,
This is a change order for Hammer's Construction, and it's out at the Rice Lake Community Center for the doors that they put in, and they needed to do a little bit more work around the doors.
for $8,900.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think it was Rice Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No motion.
Motion by Alan, second by Kathy, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next-
Oh, I'm sorry, just for clarification, that last one was for the, it was Rice Lake, but it was the canopy that they're doing at Rice Lake. This one is for the door work, and they needed to do extra work around the doors.
Oh,
Okay, so do we have to retract that?
No, I just wanted to clarify that the last one was for the canopy at Rice Lake, and this one is for, the doors, and this one is actually at Christian Retreat, the old Christian Retreat.
yeah, that's the one I was
property.
reading.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was reading the wrong one. Motion.
Okay, motion by Annie, second
Aye.
by Kathy, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Very good. Motion carries. Next one is Loretta Blakely, ICW Prevention. This is for a grant resolution for $200,000 for 2 years.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, this is a new grant from DHS for $200,000 in prevention services. For ICW.
Motion on there? Motion by Kathy, second.
Aye.
Second by Alan, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one is Rhonda, Medical Benefits Advocacy Grant Extension. You want this one, Len?
Hold on, I got the next one I have is Dave's next thing, I want to make sure I'm not.
Okay.
There's a little bit of, I got Rhonda.
Okay, I must have missed that one. Yeah, this one is, the, medical advocacy, and so this is, just the grant that they have in the Department of Health for, and it's an extension of the grant to, it was supposed to expire here in December, but now it's to move it to June 30th due to the pandemic.
Extension, huh?
Yeah, it's extending,
Yeah.
it's extending the funding because there's still extra funding.
Motion by Alan, second.
Second.
Second by Cheryl, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Next one is Dave Sensinger Jr. Forestry. This one is for birch and aspen pole harvesting regulations.
Yeah, I did get a call from Al Fox, a couple days ago about this. Said that there's a number of groups out there that are over harvesting.
Yes, I think I heard that too.
And so this is what he had proposed, but, I don't know which option he recommended.
I think it's up to the RBC on which option the
Oh,
RBC
he
wants.
does. Yeah, he's saying option 2.
Yeah.
Okay, what does that say?
Motion?
It's not allowing it for commercial purposes. Yep, so there's a motion for option 2.
Motion for option 2 by Kathy Goodwin, second.
This would be on travel lands, I think.
Yep.
No clear cut in there. Prohibited to clear cut out. Second.
Second by Alan, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Remember you used to come in and have a map? We used to have a map of what was you get cut. If you cut up there with tons of where you come from.
I'll give you another one here with Dave Sensinger Jr. with forestry. This one is,
This one is for the timber contracts. I think that Kathy was asking about the maps. To see
Do we
where
get
the cuts
those
are gonna
again?
be. I'll ask Shanda if she can, have, Dave submit the maps up to the RBC.
so we just table this one?
I think you can move, it's up to the council, but we would recommend moving forward with it today. It's in conformance with regulations and prior RBC resolutions. But if you want to wait to see the maps, we can table it.
You want to table it?
What district is it?
It would, work comes out of school.
Okay.
Okay, well, table it, Lori, make sure you get a hold of, forestry. Next one is Shonda Fisher. This one is for the forestry of funding. PA direct obligated Warriors Reservation fuels crew funding for the amount of $45,000. Well, then this is just reimbursement by the BIA, right?
It's funding from the BIA, yep.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second.
Second.
Second by Annie, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one is Heather Hamlin. This is land. This one pertains to affidavit of identity. Have you seen this one, Lynn?
Yep, it's affidavit that's required as we submit the, this application for feeder trust status. And this is for land that is in Monoman County, by the city of Monoman.
Chairman Torrance, notary is requested and required, so I've asked Veronica Newcomer to come in to notarize that document. She's here as well.
Okay, I don't know where
There's
that.
gonna be a couple others too.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this assignment or?
Go get mine over
So it's in Monoman County.
Are you a notary?
I should.
You need to be.
All right, next one is,
Well, there needs to be a motion in a second.
Okay, well,
Oh,
That's why I said it's in Monoman County.
all right, motion by Alan, second by Annie, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. The next one is, this kind of the same thing with,
Yep, it's the same affidavit,
Yeah.
feeder trust, and this is in, Becker County, and so it's near Whiter.
okay, motion by Alan, second.
Second.
Second by Cheryl, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one is kind of the same thing. This is the Pine Point.
Well, this one's a little bit different.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This is the Pine Point IHS lease. And so there's a resolution and then there's also a business lease agreement that allows IHS to operate in Pine Point.
Chairman Turbins?
Yeah.
I just wanted to add that in this document, you will see two documents. They require two original signatures, so it is put in there with intent and not by mistake. Thank you, Rich.
Okay. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Annie, second by
Second.
Kathy, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, next one is Clinton Alexander Urban Behavioral Health. Contract for cultural services for moms and dads.
Yeah, this is with regard to, at the last meeting, the council had approved a contract and a grant for urban moms mats with Hennepin County. And this contract is to implement that grant that was received to provide the cultural services to the participants of that program.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second. Second by Alan, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one is Cindy Ronstadt. This is public health. This one is what, Linda, contract with?
It's contract for both Colin and Wobbin schools to provide school nursing services to both of those schools. And these are renewals.
Okay, motion by Kathy, second. Second by Annie, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one is Cindy Ronstadt, public health.
And this is approving year two of a 3-year grant for CDC funding that's passed through from the Great Lakes Intertribal Council. And so it's a renewal of funding we already have from CDC to do public health.
Motion by Alan, second by Kathy, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one is Cindy Ronstadt. This is public health again. This one is.
And this one, Mr. Chairman, is to approve a program that actually already started, I think, on Tuesday or Wednesday for cultural dance to get our members to submit videos of themselves culturally dancing or doing other activities. And also a resolution authorizing up to $12,000 in CARES Act funding for the administration of that program.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second by Annie.
Cultural and health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Motion carries. Good. Next one is Cindy Ronstadt again. This one is public health. This one is.
This is a contract extension for extending a contract that we already have to assist with grant writing for public health.
What's that?
It's with Sage Consulting Services,
Yeah, I think we passed that.
Jill
before.
Hewitt. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And this is to, for 600 more hours of work.
What does she do? She just writes the grants or?
She assists the grant writers in public health.
So she's helping Cindy.
Yep.
Okay.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second. Second by Alan. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one I have is Cindy Ronstadt, public health again. This is for good health, wellness in Indian country.
Yeah, this Good Health and Wellness in Indian Country is a program from the CDC, and it is year two of a 5-year grant. This is sort of the same pass-through funding from Great Lakes Intertribal Council, and it helps focus. Their focus areas are obesity, diabetes, and tobacco abuse prevention.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second by Alan. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one is Cindy Ronstadt again. This one is health. This one pertains to.
This is a contract with Indigenous Visioning LLC to provide services in developing the strategic plan under the CDC grant that the public health already has. So it's utilizing CDC grant money to assist with strategic planning.
Motion by Kathy, second. Second by Ellen, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one is Lenora Yellowbird.
And this is a resolution as well as a grant extension for the WIC grant. And will extend the grant for 1 full year. It's supposed to expire on 12/30/2021, but it'll move on to, or 12/30/20, it'll move on to 12/31/2021.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second.
Second.
Second by Cheryl, all in favor? Motion carries. Next one is Matt Smith, Water and Sewer, Nato Wash.
This is for the Nato Wash Water Improvement Project contract with Ace Electric to provide 2 generators and also some pump switches to help finalize the new water tower up there. It's phase 2 of the water improvement project.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second. Second by Annie, all in favor? Motion carries. Next up is Ron Buckenugga Education. This is a biennial report.
Yep. For reports with disabilities, it's required report for COLA under the IDEA, or Individuals with Disabilities Education Improvement Act. And so it's just providing information on the number of students who are receiving special education services at COLA.
That's the report.
Yeah, it's the report, and it's due to DIE.
Motion by Alan, second. Second by Annie, all in favor? Motion carries.
No.
Huh?
Silent.
Silent by Kathy, okay. All right, next up is Judy.IT. This is a document code for Stone Ridge software. And you know this one?
Yep, this is a provider who will be coming in and assisting Whiters in developing their IT for the Microsoft Power Platform. And they will be updating a number of different areas for the software that accounting uses. Now, it's my understanding, based on the resolution that I received from Judy, that this is part of the package of software that we're utilizing CARES Act funding for. If you remember, that's what, when we had Jesse Fain come into that one meeting and talk about, this is part of that overall strategy.
Okay, motion by Alan, second.
Second.
Second by Annie, all in favor?
Chairman Ferris, if I may. I have note on here that it does bind the tribe with some funding or dollars. I just wanted to bring that to.
Additional funding.
I'm not sure if there's clarification from Lenny, if it's additional or if it's a part of.
No, it's a part of, and it will be CARES Act money that we need to spend by December 30th. So it's not going to be general fund money or anything like that.
You good, Lenny?
Okay, good. All right, next one's Dennis Jackson, Whittier Housing Authority. This one is the resolution.
And this is, for council's information, this is a retroactive approval. The application was due, I think, on Tuesday or Wednesday. The application, and this is for critical funding for the housing authority.
Yeah, we signed off and
Yeah.
we sent it out, so.
Yeah, and it got in, but the council still needs to approve. Yeah,
Motion by Alan,
Second.
second by Cheryl, all in favor?
Aye.
Oh, is that, I'm sorry, by Kathy, second by Kathy. All in favor? All right, motion, I'm sorry, Jesus. I guess it was kind of high pitched there, it should have looked good. All right, next one is Chris Manning, Mental Health. This is for $200,000 for
No, this is for a cover letter, just a certification. See, this is one of those issues where the council's actually already approved the grant and all they need is a signature from the chairman on a cover letter certification. So, but it still is going through this process. Next week, we won't have it go through this process.
Okay, motion on this one? Motion by Cheryl, second. Second by Alan, all in favor? Motion carries. Linda, next batch here?
Yes, my next batch.
Oh, God.
So now this one, I'm just presenting to the council today. Chairman Fairbanks and I, just the two of us have had this conversation about bringing on another federal lobbyist. And so we have a proposal from Franklin Creek Consulting, and I've been on a couple of calls with him. Tom Brierton is his name. Wonderful person, has a lot of good connections. I think would do a lot of good for White Earth. But I know we're just kind of springing this right now, and so if we want to table this till next week, if we want to have more in-depth discussion, it's completely up to council. I don't know, Chairman, if you have more you want to say.
Well, I guess the thing that he's offering is like, he's offering to use our COVID money because he's gonna be kind of more COVID, like, you know, with, I know with the next round of, COVID dollars, and hopefully the Senate can look at and at least pass some of it, is he's at that forefront with, his company and working with the Republican Party. And I know I know we have Barbara Odie out there, but I think Tom would do a great job with on the Republican side and working alongside, because I know this year earlier, we talked about Barb and her contract to fulfill it one more year, that we work alongside with Barb, so when she moves on or retires, that we'll have someone else here to kind of pick up the slack. And when with this contract, we can use our COVID dollars for this.
Yep.
Pay them straight out of our COVID money instead of using
Isn't she
it.
late 80s?
Pardon?
Isn't she in the late 80s?
Yep. We can use CARES Act. It's would be outside consulting services.
So basically, it's just augmenting the focus on the CARES.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Barb is still involved, and I mean, fully doing her representation, and there's definitely enough work at the federal level, I think, for two to be working alongside each other.
So do you guys want a motion today? And motion by Alan, second?
Second.
Second by Kathy, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. What's the next one, Len?
Okay, the next three are letters to our congressional delegation. The first one is a letter to Congressman Peterson thanking him for his 30 years of work, and, you know, disappointed he lost the election, but inviting him to come up to White Earth and continue a relationship. And these letters were written by Barb Brody, reviewed by legal and admin, just so everybody knows. The second letter is a letter to Senator Smith, congratulating her on her reelection and the relationship she has with White Earth, and looking forward to continuing that. And then the third letter is a letter to the delegation, Representative Peterson and Senators Klobuchar and Smith, that has specific information regarding where we're at with COVID and why we need that fourth round of COVID relief from the federal government. And so we'd ask approval for all three of these letters.
And then I think Scott took a look at the numbers and
Yep.
looked good, so.
Yep, Scott and Nick were both involved in the numbers that we put in there.
Motion.
Motion by Kathy, second?
Second.
Second by Ellen, all in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, that one thing with Tina Smith too, you remember during election night, that when little Monroe County had the only blue dot for Tina.
Yeah.
You know, besides the urban areas, Duluth, you know, the Twin Cities and Fargo.
Sonoma County.
Yeah, Monroe County had the only blue dot for Tina Smith, so we got a reminder of that one.
Yes.
Hey, Tina, man, we pulled it off for you. So. I remember that, 'cause I looked at.
That last bunch for turning Monoman blue and turning this current bunch of, they got out there, they went door to door.
Yeah.
All right, the last one, guys, is,
This is a grant that was just basically released yesterday from Minnesota Department of Health, and it's for vaccination planning for COVID-19. And it's planning, it's not the actual vaccine.
it's just for planning, so $20,000 though.
Yeah, it's
How much?
$20,000.
$20,000 for planning,
Fun.
Um,
All right.
Motion by Alan, second.
Second.
Second by Kathy, all in favor?
Right.
I made.
Motion
No,
carries.
Okay, I think I might have skipped one, because I have so many different piles of papers here, and maybe
Which one
I
you
should
missed
give
out?
mine back to Laura.
Here.
No, it's an important one. It's the ICW resolution on waiving, I was looking for the word you taught me yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. Waiving, the filing of truancy and educational neglect, proceedings during the pandemic for fiscal year 2020 and 2021. And having ICW work with education and our area schools to focus on wraparound and prevention services for our students who are having difficulty with distance learning. And so we don't want to, the whole point is we don't want to punish students and families who are having difficulty with distance learning. We want to be there to be supportive and provide the services we can, but we don't want to be filing things in court that will just make things worse for the students and the families. And
I thought we passed that.
No,
I think it was talked about. This is the resolution actually waiving the filing of those. And actually, I'm glad Ronnie's in here. Ronnie wrote the resolution. And then we had a conference call, Ronnie and I did with Jenna Ledbetter and Ron Buckanaga and Loretta Blakely and Dana Goodwin, and sort of worked through all the issues on it. And we're all on board and excited about it. And we're actually, this would actually kind of be a cutting edge thing in education in Minnesota in terms of a response to the pandemic. To say, look, we understand there's barriers that are created by the pandemic and distance learning. And we, as a government, want to be working with our families and our students to overcome those barriers and not create additional barriers.
Yeah, I think we should approve this today, Mr.
Yes.
Chair. Not only that, but I think we should have, whoever the school or the newspaper notify the families.
Yeah, and there is a letter,
Oh, there is.
that Loretta Blakely wrote that actually kind of explains it, I think, and it's very well done. And it's to students, parents, and families. And so if the RBC approves the resolution today, I'll ask Loretta to sign that letter and we can get it to PR.
Send it out.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
You good?
Okay, motion on this
Motion.
resolution. Motion by Annie, second.
Second.
Second by Alan, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. There you go. Good one.
Yeah, that's right there. Yeah.
Anything else, Len?
No, the only other thing that I have for signatory we'll do in executive session.
Okay. All right, guys, I want to say miigwech everyone for staying, hanging out with us and staying with us. I know we ran a little bit late and I did apologize for that. And miigwech and stay safe. Miigwech, miigwech.
Right.